is CBS News, Texas.
The big story today in North Texas and the nation, school violence. Breaking news on the Florida State University
back up to camera
campus,
one
students
next.
running for safety as police show up to the scene of a mass shooting.
They're scared, they're in lockdown, and they just want to go home.
New details emerging today about Tuesday's shooting inside Wilmer Hutchins High School in southern Dallas County that left 4 students hurt, and a timeline of how it happened.
In and out, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
And
This
in
runs
Dallas,
42.
a standoff between the father
All right,
of a
10
Frisco
seconds. Here it
ISD
comes.
student
Stand by.
killed at a track meet, and the organization hosting the parents of the student accused of murder.
I will make sure that the safety of this family is ensured.
And back up.
Welcome
All
in
right,
at
stand
4
by.
o'clock, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We do want to acknowledge that it is a very hard day of news today.
School violence cases here locally, and now the breaking
go into
news
our
on
3
the
box
campus of
next.
Florida State University.
We have reporters covering the Wilmer Hutchins High School shooting investigation and the Frisco
You're
ISD
up.
student killed at a track meet. We want to start with Amelia McGavro. She's in the newsroom right now with details that are changing by the minute, it seems, in regards to the shooting at FSU in Tallahassee. Amelia?
And Karen, we just learned from
You're
law
clear.
enforcement
Marissa, you're
officials
next.
just about 30 minutes ago where they announced 2 people
All
are
right, hitting
unfortunately
VO
dead
next.
and 5 others hurt after someone
Oh,
opened
thank
fire
you.
on the Florida State University campus. Now, police say that the shooter is a Florida State
is this
University
video?
student and the son of a local sheriff's
Nope.
deputy. They're not releasing his name,
She
but
kept
we
looking
do know
down.
that
Threw me
person was
out.
taken to the hospital and is now in police custody after being shot in an exchange of gunfire with law enforcement. Now, there is crime scene tape up around the state union or the student union
All right,
building
sound
at
next.
the FSU campus. Police responded to a call of an
What are you
active
putting in?
shooter around noon Eastern
For the
time.
SOT?
An alert went out across the school to seek
Okay.
shelter. Police then showed up and escorted students out
Okay.
of the buildings, hands raised. Police say the shooter did have a shotgun with him, but are not clear exactly right now if that is the exact weapon
All right,
he
stand
used
by
in this
sound.
incident. Students reporting hearing a number of gunshots.
Sounds in.
I was completely in shock. I didn't
This
think
runs
was gonna happen
21,
at
back
Florida
out to
State.
Amelia
I mean, we're a
next.
pretty safe campus, but yeah, this is just like unheard of to me.
Scared,
I never
to be
been in a
honest.
school shooting before, active shooter. This is like first time for me, and I was honestly in shock. My hands were shaking, just adrenaline kicked in, and I really didn't know what to do. I started tearing up, just like I was scared, to be honest.
And she's back up.
Now, right now, at this point, we don't exactly know the conditions of the injuries of the
Boxes
5 people
next.
who were hurt and taken to the hospital. The school
Stand by,
has,
Kenny.
will not have class for the rest of the week, nor any events on campus until Sunday. And President Trump has also been briefed about what happened on campus. But Ken and Karen, of course, this is a very emotional day
Mics
for
are up.
everybody involved, especially with these students just possibly going back home for the summer just in a few weeks.
Yeah, well put. Amelia, thank you very much. Obviously, our hearts go out to everyone who's been
There you
affected
go, Marcus,
by this out in
131.
Tallahassee.
Well, Dallas ISD pulled back the curtain today on the
All right, boxes
investigation
are
into a
next.
shooting at Wilmer Hutchins High School Tuesday that injured 4 students. Our Marissa Armas joins us now live from the school
All
this
right, stand by,
afternoon.
Marissa
And
Full.
we're getting some clarity about what happened, but there are still a lot of questions about where the gun came from and a motive here.
And boop. There she is.
Yeah, Karen, there are still a lot of
Hitting
unknowns
the
about the
package next.
investigation and the suspect. The suspect has been identified as Tracy Haynes Jr. He was a student here at the school, and today police insist that they followed all of those safety protocols.
And sound.
I don't know
All
that
right,
it
this
was
is
preventable.
134.
4 students were hurt during the shooting at Wilmer Hutchins
Got a
High
2
School
second
on
super
Tuesday.
coming up.
This entry was not made through the front doors and
And
metal
boop.
detectors. Our safety protocols were being followed by our staff and our officers.
In a news conference,
I blow those
Dallas
off
ISD
sometimes.
Police Chief Albert Martinez provided a timeline after reviewing surveillance footage. 12:56, the suspect, a student at the school, arrives and parks his car. 12:58, he attempts to get inside the building from a side door. At 1:01, someone opens that side door for him. 1:02, the suspect begins shooting at a group of students. And 1:03, he runs out the door to his vehicle.
We do believe he went in there specifically targeting an individual.
The student who opened the door is being investigated and could potentially face criminal charges, depending on the outcome of the investigation. Martinez says there are 13
I got Dr.
additional
Stephanie at
entrances within the school,
124.
but not all are lined with metal detectors. He says by law, the doors have to be able to open from the inside. And as for a motive, police still don't know.
We do believe there's a dispute taking place but to officially tell you the why, we don't have that at this point.
DISD Superintendent Stephanie Elizalde says staff will be increased at the school throughout the end of the academic year.
If we knew exactly how to solve
JD,
this
she's
problem,
getting ready to tag it out
we
live.
would solve
Stand
it.
by.
It's going
All right,
to take
here
all
it comes.
of
Stand her
us.
by.
And yes,
Stand by,
there
Marissa.
are absolutely things we could do better.
And she's back up. Boxes next
Now,
with Karen.
police say that they're potentially looking into adding sensors to those doors that don't have metal detectors. It's all still something they're investigating.
Kenny.
They also say that if the investigation
Easy at the
finds
wall,
that those
sir.
parents did provide that weapon
Thank you
to
for the
the
heads up there.
suspect, that they could potentially face charges. In Hutchins, Marissa Armas, CBS News, Texas.
Marissa, thank you very much. Appreciate that update. Now, CBS News Texas will continue to stay on top
All right,
of this
thanks,
school
Robert. Thanks,
shooting.
Marissa.
As
You
new
guys are clear.
information comes out, we will bring
Stand
it
by,
to you
Kenny.
on air and online at cbsnewstexas.com.
Meanwhile, the father of Austin Metcalf was told that he was trespassing and he was ordered
Okay,
to
boxes
leave a
next.
news conference where the
Stand
parents
by,
of
JD.
Carmelo Anthony were planning to speak. All of that drama this morning was followed by a tearful statement from Anthony's mother, who defended her family over an online donation fund set up to help the accused murderer. CBS News Texas' JD Miles joining us live now with more on the increasing tension between the two families involved in the fatal stabbing at a high school track meet in Frisco. JD?
Ken, Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, told me he just
Okay,
wanted
hit the
to hear
package
what
next.
the parents of Carmelo Anthony had to say and wasn't planning to confront them or even speak. Still, his presence was not received well by the organizers of the news conference, who told Metcalf he was trespassing and called Dallas police to make sure he left.
And package up. Okay, this runs 140.
Jeff Metcalf stood quietly
Your
among
shade on
media
one,
crews
please.
preparing for a public appearance by the family of accused murderer Carmelo Anthony. It led to a half-hour delay and a call to Dallas police. Officers told the father of the teen, who was stabbed to death at a high school track meet on April 2nd, that he would be charged with trespassing if he didn't leave, which he agreed to do. Afterward, prominent Dallas activist and Carmelo Anthony supporter Dominique Alexander told the media that Metcalf's uninvited appearance was disrespectful to the dignity of his late son Austin. Alexander then went on to attack criticism of Anthony's parents for their online crowdfunding account that has raised nearly $500,000. The parents refute social media posts that they say are making false claims about how the money is being spent. They say it's led to death threats and racial harassment.
And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Gibson.
All right, 30 in package.
fundraiser.
Ish.
And the co-founder
What are the
has
odds you're gonna
stated
get
that
a
clearly.
mm.
In the
On the
reality,
way back.
we were just notified
I bet you he does
yesterday
it. I think the
that
odds
we
are
could
high.
begin to withdraw funds.
Or low, whatever. All right,
And
10
it still
seconds.
takes
Stand by
several days
JD.
to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being
Here
targeted
we come.
and discriminated against before a fair trial.
Back up.
Oh,
he didn't do it.
We'll talk about something the Anthony family is also
Stand by,
upset
Kenny.
about. They say they've been notified by Frisco
Mike's coming up,
ISD
stand by.
that their son
Mics are
will
up.
be expelled because of the murder charge, because he's under house arrest. They want him to receive some at-home tutoring so he can graduate next month.
Stand by boxes.
If not, they plan to protest outside district headquarters. Live in Dallas, JD Miles, CBS News, Texas.
Over here, Kenny.
JD, very, very emotional moment for that family. Thank you very much for that live report. We appreciate it.
Turning now to our
All right,
first
thanks,
alert.
guys.
All right,
weather.
Stinger,
We
next
are
to
covering
Carly.
a
See you at
potentially
5.
stormy holiday weekend.
Yeah, let's get over to First Alert meteorologist McKenna King. She's joining us now with a look at the timing and if all of this could impact your Easter plans.
Yeah, so let's talk about Easter. Easter Sunday specifically, we are looking at storm threats
All
during
right.
those early morning hours.
Out of this,
Heavy
Stinger
rain
to
still
Karen.
during Easter Sunday morning, but we get into mid-morning, early afternoon. Most of those showers start to exit by that point. By the afternoon hours, we'll actually
better
start
get a
to see
chocolate
some
rabbit or
sunshine
I'm gonna
back
be upset.
behind the cold front, and temperature-wise, topping out in the middle 70s for Easter Sunday. That drops us just a couple of degrees shy of normal. So we do have a silver lining,
or a
but a
fifth.
stormy weekend ahead of us.
One
Right
or the
now,
other.
we sit in the low 80s across the Metroplex, low 90s off to
How
our
about a
west for
chocolate-covered
spots like
fifth?
Breckenridge and Graham. And we are breezy. It's those southerly winds that are giving us
15.
this boost in temperatures and that increased humidity too. Here's a look at the next 3 days. Enjoy tomorrow. We'll be back into the middle 80s. It will be humid out and a little gusty too. Then we have
Thanks for the heads up on Kenny. I just didn't see he wasn't over there. I'm like, look up there.
Saturday, it's for waves of storm activity and a threat for severe thunderstorm warnings as we get into Saturday. I'll walk you through the timing of that. Then that flood threat arrives as we get into Sunday morning, and then we've got an active period next week as well. I'll walk you through the timing of all of this in my full forecast.
All right, McKenna, thank you. A historic vote happened in the state legislature overnight. The Texas House approved a school choice bill after a debate that started Wednesday afternoon. Our Lacey Beasley breaks down the bill in today's edition of The Learning Curve.
It was an extremely
this is
long night for
125.
Texas
Karen,
lawmakers.
next.
In fact, the final vote didn't come in until just past 2 a.m. with an 85-63 majority. Our Eye on Politics reporter Jack Fink was in the room when celebrations erupted.
There being 85 ayes and 63 nays, SB 2 is passed for endorsement.
Now, opposers tried all they could to stop this bill, even proposing 43 amendments, but they were all knocked down by the Republican majority. Democrats worry that the $1 billion spent on taxpayer-funded education savings accounts will hurt public schools and ultimately take away funding for them. Republicans deny that and say this is a victory, decades in the making.
There is a lot of excitement in the chamber, especially among the Republicans, obviously, that voted for it. It's been an issue that's been front and center.
30 seconds
the
a
whole
package.
campaign that both of us ran, as well as the last 2 or 3 months. It's one of Governor Abbott's top priorities, and I'm just glad we got it past the finish line.
It's a tragic day for Texas. I think, though, that we have to make clear that this is part of the Republican assault on public education and the attempt to
All right, here we come.
privatize
Stand by.
it.
10 seconds.
It's one more step in that direction.
Now, the House will likely take a final vote on the bill later Thursday. Then it heads to the Senate for more deliberation.
Stand by, Karen.
Back to you.
And my Karen.
And in addition to the battle over
Full
school
screen
choice,
next.
school funding also took an important step forward yesterday. House Bill 2 creates $7.7 billion for public school funding. More than $3 billion will go toward increasing student spending and teacher staff pay, almost $1 billion in boosted funding for rural and mid-sized schools, $1.5 billion in new special education funding, and another $1.5 billion in additional targeted funding for pre-K. Bilingual ed and reducing gaps in achievement, all of those things. Now, lastly, $750 million will go toward extra incentive pay for high-performing teachers. Both bills will now go to the state Senate for another vote.
President Donald Trump says he is eager to see the Fed chair go. Coming up, a closer look at the president's sharp criticism after warnings that his sweeping tariffs could damage the economy.
And ahead at 4:30, a weight loss pill that works as well as Ozempic. A pharmaceutical company just took a big step toward making it a reality, how it could transform the healthcare industry.
In 3, 2, 1, and we're up. All right.
Good first block, everybody.
Yeah, I agree with Marcus. Good first block,
Page
everybody.
231.